Yes, Mr. Cordero, this is TradeLocker headquarters. Guys over there working on your favorite new features. So coming soon this week, we're going to release a couple of big features, highly requested features. You probably saw them on the roadmap, so I can't wait to share it with you. Already tried it, and it looks great. The floating order panel, the desktop app. So okay, great. See people still coming in. Speaker is also here. Hello, Travis.
Hello.
Hello, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm pretty good. I'm going to give everybody a little bit of description about Travis. Travis, you probably know him as Coach T, one of the highly active people here in our server. Born and raised in Maryland, am I right?
Yes, sir.
You're also an accountant. You love numbers, as you can see, trading and accountant, and also high school football coach, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little bit about Travis. I believe I had the pleasure of meeting him these past couple of days and chatting with him. Travis is, I would say, trading for the past 3 or something like that years, and consistently earning about $1,000 to $2,000 a month, something like that. So I think you'll be able to take away some great knowledge if you are a beginner in the trading world, and I believe that Travis is definitely has something valuable to offer. Travis, or should I say Coach, I leave the floor now to you. I believe you have some kind of an agenda, what you want to go over, and yeah, just give us a little bit an overview of what you're going to do, and I hope to learn something as everybody here also wants to.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. So really, I just wanted to teach some beginners, some top-down analysis. What is what I like to call it, or a lot of people like to call it multi-frame analysis. I'm gonna try to share my screen.
Guys, if you want to make your screen bigger, just click on it, and then you also have the option to make it full screen so that you better see what Coach is showing.
So basically, the way I start is some people like to start on the day, the month, the week, whatever. I look at the weekly. Or the monthly, I'm sorry. I look at the monthly solely just to look at trend. I mean, you're not going to see too much, obviously. You're looking at years at that point, right? But I try to, in terms of think like big banks. I mean, that most beginners, that's hard to think like a big bank in a sense, but that's how I try to think. And so I just try to get a directional bias of what price is actually doing. I don't really start marking up until I get to the day. And as far as me marking up, you can mark the previous swing low, but that's back in November. So, I mean, realistically, that's kind of irrelevant for now. So current prices, all the way up here. So in my eyes, I would only really mark up the last couple days. And with top-down analysis, really, you just want to get a bias because, like they all say, the trend is your friend. So for me, personally, what I like to do is I will look at the previous day, and I will mark up the high and the low, or the support and the resistance for just that previous day. So obviously this is today. It's not working, so I guess I'm gonna use my finger. All right, so boom, I just use a array. I try to get as close as I can, and you'll see why here in a second. And then I come down to the bottom here and do the same thing. So boom, I got my day marked up, and that was obviously yesterday, right? So boom, we're on today. So now, if you drop down to the hour, I don't personally use the 4 hour, and this is my opinion, so don't shoot me in the face for it, guys. Don't roast me in the chat for it later. I don't use the 4 hour because, in my opinion, the 4 hour and the 1 hour basically tell the same story. Obviously, there's just more noise in the 1 hour. Some people like noise, some people don't like noise, whatever your preference is. And I just get more of a confirmation of my bias, and I just kind of see how it's reacting on the higher time frames. I don't really mark up on the hour or the 15, but I do constantly check them just to make sure I am seeing what I'm seeing. Looking for liquidity grabs and small things like that, constantly looking left. For beginners, when you're looking for prime levels, it's always good to look left. So even if you want to use, the full horizontal ray, which a lot of people like to use, I don't really. I mean, I got it favorited, but it's the same thing. You can use the same line, and, it respects virtually the same place everywhere, but all that back here is irrelevant. We're not looking at this right now. So that's why I don't really use the horizontal. I'm trying to look here, but that's just me. But it's always good to look left when you're trying to look for good key levels of support and resistance. So I drop down to the 5 minute, and for me, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. So I wake up at 6 a.m. Let's mark up 6 a.m. 6 a.m. my time. So I'm in Texas, by the way, everybody. So that's Central Time. So 6 a.m., that's 7 a.m. Eastern Time. So this is when I wake up. And so basically, everything to the right of that green line is not there when I wake up, obviously. So when I wake up, the first thing I would do is I would mark my blue lines from the previous day. So boom, those are done. Now, okay, I'm awake. So now I'm looking left to see what price did overnight, right? Because this right here is end of session yesterday. Okay. This is Tokyo. Okay. That I believe is London. Somewhere around here is London. Start of London session. So I wake up here. And so what I do, the first thing I do is I mark up, kind of swing highs and swing lows from the night before. So if you look, you see just from the night before, if we're looking at just from here, I personally like boxes. You can do lines, boxes. I like boxes. I'd mark that up there. Boom. I'd mark that up there. I like wicks because, in my opinion, wicks show true resistance and support. And then from there, I just kind of wait for action. And for me, I trade strictly price action. So, I mean, it may sound corny, but the 3-line strike, the 3 black crows, the 3 white soldiers, little things like that. Those are really the only 3 that I trade off of. I look for certain things like that off of key areas. So just off of the few areas that I have marked up. I don't go crazy. I don't mark my chart up super crazy. Sometimes I do if I feel like I need to, and I'm trying to follow the trend and make sure it's breaking structure and following structure and creating new structure. I'll mark up a few other zones, like maybe there. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much how I, break down trading for the most part. Now, this RSI that I use, this is really the only indicator that I use. And I really only use it for momentum and divergences. I mean, and yeah, I know divergences are kind of common with certain formations, and you're going to see them with certain formations most of the time. But I mean, it works. So at least for me and what I look for in my prime entry. So, and for instance, right now, if I were to personally look for a trade, I would look for a long because it just broke this previous structure right here. I can put a circle around it. I like this little elliptical thing or whatever it's called, eclipse, whatever it's called. So it just broke that. So because it broke that, you will probably see some longs today. Me personally, I would look for some type of break or this. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Life of a dad. Okay, so I would personally look for a break and retest of this area. So we just broke it. I would look for some sort of price action coming off this. Well, I want to see it break it a little bit more, honestly. I want to see it push a little bit higher. Me, personally, this is me. I want to see it come back, and I want to see some sort of price action bounce off here for me to enter. So I'll be looking for something around here to enter.
Coach, can I just stop you for a second? We have already some questions in the comment section. I just want to ask you if you're going to answer them now or later.
I'll answer questions at the end. I'm sorry, I didn't see those.
Okay, no problem. So, sleep your hands. Don't worry about it. Your question will be answered.
I'll answer y'all questions. I ain't going to ignore y'all. I got y'all. Excuse me. And the biggest thing for me, y'all, is risk management. Now, it's kind of hard when you have a small account if you're trading indices. Like Alex touched on yesterday, it is good to have a safe buffer. I do encourage, a couple $1,000s if you're going to trade indices just to be safe, because there's going to be days that you lose. I don't win every trade. I mean, I would have, if I had the trades I took yesterday, I caught this small trade from here to here. I tried to catch another sale here and got stopped out there, but then finished off the day with another short little sale from about there to about there. And I still finished up with about 150. I think I shared that yesterday in the industry chat. So, just trying to, it was, risk management is basically how you stay in the game, guys. Other people will tell you differently, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't got a lot of money to play with, don't play with your money. Just don't do it. It's not smart. Now, if you got money to play with and you feel like you want to do that, then hey, to each their own. But I highly advise risk management. And to touch on what Alex said yesterday about the realistic of demo trading. Yeah. Demo realistically, because when you demo unrealistically, like Alex said, you're chasing unrealistic numbers. You're chasing unrealistic profit. And then when you get into your real account, you start over leveraging because you're chasing the big profits. The small gains turn into the big profits. All right. This is not trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It never has been. I don't think it ever will be. This is a skill. It's a grind like any other thing. So just take your time. You may see people hitting big in the chats. Don't worry about it. Tunnel it out. Use it as motivation, if anything. Don't try to compare an apple to an orange, because at the end of the day, you're on your own journey and nobody knows where you're at in your own journey. So just stay your pace, put one foot in front of the other, keep going. Demo realistically and demo until you're profitable. I wish somebody told me that. Nobody told me that. I jumped into it with a lot of money. Granted, I didn't have a lot of money to lose, so I didn't really lose a lot of money, but it taught me a lot of lessons in the money that I did lose. So I would just say, you know, with the demo, before you start trading live money, please demo. And demo realistically. Demo with what you think you would put in an actual account. Don't just, you know, put, you know, $10,000 into a demo account and start going crazy, because if you don't got $10,000 to put into a real account to trade, it's not gonna make sense. And the lot sizes you use to trade that is just not gonna make sense. So let me see. Questions? Is there any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anything?
I think there was
I mean, I know I went kind of.
I think there was a question from Sleepy Rans, the three black crows. Do you see it?
Oh, the three black crows. I believe. Don't shoot me in the foot if I get this wrong. Don't quote me for it. But I believe the three black crows is the bearish version. It's basically three solid bearish candles in a row, and they got to be solid. I believe they can have wicks. They can't be super wicky with tiny bodies. They got to be substantial size bodies, a couple points. But vice versa, the three white soldiers, you know, it's the bullish version going up. And I look for that at key areas. It can't just be basically in the middle of what I call a no-no zone. So if you guys remember back to my chart, basically like in between a blue line and an orange box, for me, that's a no-no. Anything that goes on in between that zone, it happens. If I miss it, I miss it. Cool. I'm looking for certain reaction points off of my zones. If I catch it, catch it. If I don't, cool. And that's what I'm starting to get into. At first, I was chasing market all around, trying to catch this, trying to catch that, trying to trade here, trying to trade there, and it just wasn't working. And it got to the point where I was literally staring at my phone all day, trying to catch just the slightest points in the move. So now this has allowed me to just, you know, basically clear out all the noise, mark up my chart relatively, and just kind of, you know, see what price is doing. And if it's giving me what I want, I'm gonna take it. If it don't, cool, whatever. We're gonna move on and we're gonna live life. I know y'all saw my max preps right there. Hold on. I know y'all see the max preps right there at the bottom. And yeah, I know y'all see that right here. Yeah, I'm real. I do that for real. Anyway, my bad, Antonio. I ain't mean to go off topic. Don't fire me.
There's some.
I had to show them I was a real coach though with the max preps right there at the bottom.
Yeah, so you're coaching others right now, not just football. There's another question here from MCvet. If you can check it out.
So they must be above or below. I wouldn't say must be. Yes, it just depends on what I'm looking for that day. So right now I'm looking for longs, right? Because it broke this previous structure. I give you a line. Boom. It broke. Let's do this. Can you see that? I think you can see that. You can see that, right? So it broke that. Let me make it a different color. Boom. All right. So it broke that. It broke that. So because it broke that and it broke the daily high from yesterday, okay, I am now looking for longs, right? When I woke up this morning at 6 a.m., right, I don't care about anything that happened overnight. That happened. Cool. Whatever. All this, that happened. I was sleeping good, probably drooling, all that, with the Mucinex in my system and all that good stuff. Like, I was out of there. I don't care what happened overnight. All right, so I wake up, I see what happened, I mark it up, and that tells me how I'm attacked the next day. All right, so boom, it rejected. Actually, I could have marked this up too. And if I don't see a wick at the bottom of a candle, and this is just my preference, this is just me, y'all. If I don't see a wick at the bottom of the candle, and I'm not marking up this candle right here, I'm marking up this long bearish candle right here, the one that happened at 5:35 a.m. Central Time, I'm marking up that right there, that resistance candle right there, or that candle. I would do the bottom of that, and then I would do roughly about 5 pips. That's just me personally. That's 10. I would go about 5. I don't remember where the first one was. 99, 94. Okay, boom. I go about roughly 5 pips. That's just me. That's what I'm comfortable with. Okay, so boom. And as you see, about 30 minutes later, about an hour later, what did it do? It rejected right off that zone. Boom. So me personally, if I was trading, if I was looking at the charts, I could have caught that 3-line strike right there. You see the 3 bearish candles. Boom. One engulfing one. Shout out to my guy Artie. Boom. You feel me? I could have caught that. Boom. And rolled it all the way up. 50 points. Boom. And made a quick $50. Boom. Right there. Now, with indices, I set stop losses. The screenshots I said, yeah, some of y'all gonna be like, you lying because the screenshots you said yesterday didn't have no stop loss in there. I do set stop losses. I do set stop losses. I didn't yesterday though because I was tired of getting wicked out last week. Last week I kept getting wicked out of trades, and it was really making me angry. So this week I decided to test out mental stop losses, and it's not going too bad for me. And with the mental stop loss, I'm just, if I see a close within a certain number range, I take my L, I close out, I reassess, and I move on. But I manually watch the trade. If I have to get up and move away from my trade, I set a stop loss and I walk away. But I will not walk away from my trade without a stop loss set in place. That is one thing I will not do. So yeah. So me personally, I'm waiting for this to come down because it's going to come back down. As you see, boom, 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 boom. I need a retest. And if I can get a retest with the right type of price action that I'm looking for, I will go long. I'll even go long in front of y'all. I'll do it. I'll do it here in front of y'all. Is there any more? How do I get to the chat?
Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. If
I don't know if I can.
If the coach was easy to understand and you gain some knowledge now, write boom in the comments. We can't hear you, coach. Say something again. Nope. Boom, 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 and the coach is away. He'll come back. Sorry, guys. Maybe some technical difficulties. If anybody has any other questions about what coach was talking about, drop them now, and let's get him to answer it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. My bad. I tried to click on that audio thing to listen to what he said, and I couldn't even.
No. Guys, if you have a question, just drop only text comments. We're not listening to any voice comments.
Yeah, I couldn't even hear what he said, so it didn't work.
No problem. No worries. Don't worry about it.
All right, so boom. See this? What I'm seeing right now is, like I tell the newbies, always look left, right? Boom. Not too far. All that in the past don't matter, right? I'm looking at last night. Where my boxes start at is where I'm looking, right? Okay, boom. Boom. We got, that's a good level right there, okay? That it respected. And I'm looking at this level right here for people that can't see my cursor too well, okay? That's a good level, okay? I wouldn't mark it up, but I would keep an eye on it. But that's just kind of how I trade, okay? Boom. Look at the rejection. Look at that. Look. Is there news this morning? Look at that. Look at that. Jeez. So me personally, I'm not entering on that candle. Most people would. I'm not. I don't know what's going on with that. That's crazy. That's wild. I don't know what's going on with that.
Which time frame is that?
The 5 minute.
Okay.
I enter my trades on the 5 minute. So on the 5 minute right now, Nas is going crazy. She's going to the moon.
Okay. Mr. Cordero says he doesn't believe there's any news. So, okay, Jay knows.
Yeah, I just look. Excuse me, y'all, on my sniffling. I apologize. Yeah, it's going crazy. I don't know what's going on there. I looked too. I didn't see no news either. So I don't know what she got going on, but it looked like a trap if you ask me. And I was right. See? So biggest thing for the newest traders, also, wait for your candle to close, man. Wait for the candle to close. If you're trading on a 5 minute, here's a little rule of thumb that I like to follow. The first 60 seconds of a 5 minute candle is a teaser. It's testing where it wants to go. From 4 minutes to 60 seconds, it's just going to do what it wants to do, move back and forth with like what it's doing right now. The last 60 seconds of a 5 minute candle is going to tell you its true movements. So if you trade on the 5 minute candle and you really want to wait for a good entry on the candle, wait for the last 60 to 30 seconds of the 5 minute candle. That's when it's going to tell you what it's really going to do. Because by then, the candle's going to obviously close within the next couple seconds, right? So just wait. Be patient. If anybody would have gotten on a buy when that candle shot up and you had a small account, your account would have been halfway gone right now. $30. See what I'm saying? Wait for the candle to close.
Travis, we have some other questions in the comments, so if you want, check them out.
Okay. It's popping. I ain't even see that. My bad. What time frame is that? That's 5.
So the primary goal
for in a trade on Nas. Josh, me, New York only, bro. I only trade New York session now. I don't trade any other. Oh yeah, market open. Duh. I ain't even people time.
See the question from Jay. Would that be considered a late entry?
Below. I didn't see that question.
Below.
Where is it?
Would that be considered a late entry?
Oh, would that be considered in the last 60 seconds? I mean, no, not at all. Depends on what you're doing and what you're looking at. For me, a late entry would be if I missed the price action happen. So if I got in late, like 2-3 candles late after the price action, for me, that's a late entry. I only enter in at the close of candles. I don't enter in the middle of candles. I don't enter. Some people are different. That's just me. I wait for candles to close because then it paints the perfect. I wait for it to paint the picture. I wait for candles to close. That's just how I trade.
Any other questions, guys? The market is open now, so.
Can people what happens in the first 50 seconds? First 60 seconds. First 60 seconds of a 5 minute candle. I can break that down again slowly. First 60 seconds of a 5 minute candle is a teaser. All right. It's gonna give you kind of false movements. All right. The in-between portion of that candle is going to move around. It's going to fill around price. It's going to see what it's going to do. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. But the last 60 seconds of the candle is going to give you its true movements. It's going to tell you what the candle really, really wants to do. And that's when I will close, because the last 60 seconds determines when I would, per se, enter, right? So if it's valid price action, I wait for that candle to close, because if it's going to be valid price action, it's going to be valid price action, regardless, whether you close in the middle of the candle or at the end of the candle. If price is going to move in that direction, it's going to move in that direction. Why not wait for the candle to close to get the better entry? I've been trading for 3 years, bro. I've been trading since 2021. Kind of how I got started. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Before I even get to that, Shock, I ain't mean to skip over you. I do look past the day. Left does matter. I did just say look left. I did say look left. But for me and what I'm trying to do, I'm not really looking for humongous swings. You see what I'm saying? I'm really looking for 50 to 100 points. I'm grab and go, in and out, no burger, like I always say in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to, I'm not looking for the 300, 400, 500 pip moves. If I catch it, cool. If I don't, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gone. Like I'm trying to be. I got other things to do. I got playbooks to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver around. I got college callings about kids. I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? I got kids, as y'all see. You see what I'm saying? Like I got things to do. I can't be sitting in front of the screen all day trying to. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, I'm trying to be in and out. So I do look left. Don't get me wrong. I do look left, but that's where also that multi time frame analysis comes from or comes into play. I don't really need to look left too much, because I already see what happened as I'm popping down the time. You can kind of already see that. Now, yeah, you got to look at the noise as you drop down. You got to look at more of the noise and more of the mountains and the valleys. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's all painting the same story, and eventually you'll start to see that. So now to listen to see. I've been trading for 3 years. Started in 2021. Started off with IM Academy, but I was fortunate enough to have a group that was really, really focused on just trading. They pushed us to recruit. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say they didn't. They pushed us to recruit, but majority of the Zoom calls were about trade trainings and how you can use certain, little indicators here, Haganashi candle and a parabolic SAR and a trend line and a you know what I'm saying, and a stochastic, and you don't really even gotta look at the market as long as all the indicators line up. You take the sale and you make some money. I'm not gonna lie, for the first 6 months, it was making me like $20 a week, $30 a week. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then I did the little recruit too, just to get the people in, just so I ain't have to pay the monthly bill. And then I learned as much as I could about as much trading as I could in about 6 months, and I dipped. And then once I dipped, I've been trading on my own ever since. And I just been learning from YouTube and books and really just being in the market and losing my bread. I've never lost thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't have that story. I don't have that story of losing. I ain't fortunate enough to have that. I mean, I do now because of the trading and being profitable, but I'm not rich. I'm not wealthy. I make withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? I make withdrawals from trading, and I can show that proof of the withdrawal. But at the end of the day, it's like I started off losing $20 here, $10 here, yada yada yada. It was probably a couple hundred when it was all said and done. But then I started making those small gains back. So it wasn't losing $20 and losing $50. It was making $20, making $30. I flipped $10 to $100, and then I'd withdraw 90 and start all over again. And then I'd lose the 10, and then I'd wait a couple weeks and do it again. And once I did that consistently, do you have some set amounts to withdraw? What do you mean? Like, elaborate. Like, do I just like click a button? Nah, I withdrew that. I withdrew that because I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to splurge on my wife a little bit. She don't even know I withdrew it yet. So, I wanted to splurge on the wife a little bit. And then, but I don't really have a preset. I just kind of withdraw what I need if I need it, when I need it. Like, you can say to yourself, I will withdraw 200 and you don't leave more money inside. So I compound, like I kind of do like Dave does. I compound my broker. I don't compound my account because for me, no, I don't risk a lot. No. I keep about $500. I keep about $500 in it. Facts, you right, Lambo, market tuition. Nah, you right, big facts. But I don't really keep more than, $500 to $1,000 in the account because I know I can make that. So why keep that in there? Like Alex says, pay yourself. You know what I'm saying? Pay yourself. So what I do is I keep it in my broker wallet, and then I just kind of pay myself as I need it. But that way I can't lose it if it's not in the platform. You know what I'm saying? I can stop myself. I'm disciplined enough to stop myself from logging on to KOT4X and doing an internal transfer because that takes too much dang time. I don't got time to do that, right? I don't want to do that, right? I can easily get on a chart, click buy or sell after analyzing the market for a couple minutes and make the money that I want. You see what I'm saying? So like, no, I don't really have a preset. I just kind of take what I need and then I throw the rest back. And I kind of keep a buffer. I keep a small buffer. Now, there's weeks where I put $500 in there and I lose it from being dumb, chasing price around and not being disciplined and not following my plan. Josh has been in the chat. He's a witness to me saying I've been stupid and I posted screenshots of me losing $600 in a day and all that stuff, y'all. Don't be stupid, all right? Stick to your plan, all right? Don't chase price. Don't be greedy. Don't revenge trade. If you lose, bro. Look, the market owes you nothing, but we'll take everything. All right? We'll take everything. It will take everything. All right? She is not nice.
I think that you missed a question from Mr. C. We'll have time. What was a huge
obstacle you making good money trading? Overtrading. And I'm still having that problem. Overtrading. I overtrade. There's days where I shouldn't even trade. And I'm like, and then it burns me. So when I'm consistent and I don't make the dumb mistakes, problems of an iPad. I am constantly profitable. When I'm not, you know what I'm saying? When I am doing the dumb things and I'm not disciplined, I lose my money, bro. So the biggest obstacle for me was definitely 100% overtrading. 100% overtrading. But that honestly came from trading Forex pairs because trading Forex pairs, I was trading, USD JPY and, GD USD and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm trying to trade New York and I'm trying to trade Tokyo and I'm trying to trade London, trying to catch all the move, you know what I'm saying? And I'm holding trades. And so that kind of spewed over from that. So now that I kind of got away from Forex pairs and I'm more on the indexy side, I've learned that over trading is really, really, you can get away with it on the Forex side because of kind of how Forex pairs move and kind of how they coincide with other sessions, depending on what you're trading. But you know what I'm saying? But it's just, for the most part, how many pips do you normally go for in a trade? I don't go for pips, bro. I go for points. You feel me? Indice gang. No, I'm playing. I go for normally about 50 to 100 points. If I'm trading a .01, I'm going for 100 points. If I'm trading 50 points, I'm going with a .02. Get my drift. I'm only trying to catch $100. $100 a day, keep the bills away. You feel me? Boom. So I don't like paying bills. So I just really try to snag $100. If I can trail it, I'll trail it. If I can't, I'm out. In and out, no burger. You feel me? I'm gone. I really only look for $100 a day. If you do that for 30 days, do the math.
Thank you. Thank you for great explanations. I think that people are really happy with your answers. I see that in the comments. If there's any beginners here in the trading game, please let us know if coach helped you, because that was his goal today, to help the average beginner with simple stuff. And we'd like to hear your feedback, definitely, on coach and his helpers. How did you like? What did you like? What did you like about this session? It'd be great to hear from you if you want to see coach again. And thank you, man. Thank you for joining us this early before the market open. I believe that definitely I learned something. I know that others learned because they were asking the stuff I was thinking about. So people just dropping comments, and I can see that a lot of people are relating.
You're a beginner, bro. Stick with it, bro. Stick with it. There's gonna be days you're gonna be like, why did I do this? Why? Don't. You're gonna see people in here hitting crazy, going crazy. I may be one of them. Don't tunnel it out. Look at it as motivation as anything. Don't try to race us. You know what I'm saying? It took us time to get here. It's a journey, bro. And enjoy your journey at the end of the day. Embrace it. Because if you don't embrace it, you're going to hate it. So,
Coach, just if I'm correct, you don't really have any social media accounts or anything?
I'm taking a break from my social media because, full disclosure, it got me in trouble with my wife. So I had to take a little break from social media. So I do have Instagram. My Instagram, when it becomes live, is the official Tavis Holland. That is my Instagram account. You feel me? I'm the official Tavis Holland. There ain't no duplicate. It's just me. I'm the one and only. You can find me on Facebook for now, Tavis Holland. It's me with a coaching jacket on, with my thing on, with my headset. You know what I'm saying? Real deal, Holyfield. And then other than that, man, look, it's not, man. Hey, bro, you gotta get me off of here.
We won't tell your wife. We won't tell your wife.
You gotta get me off.
But the thing is, without you with you not being on social media, everybody here can have exclusive access to you here in the Discord. So keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I'm here in the Discord. I love it in the TradeLocker Discord. Hey, hold on, Lila. Hey, and the reason why in the Discord because it's free, and if it's free, it's for me. You feel me? Bada bing. So nah, everybody in here is great. Y'all be spitting game and all that good stuff like that. I love it. I love interacting with the people in here. Is dope. I honestly be on here more than my social medias anyway. So when I get my Instagram back, be sure I'll be sure to drop a in the chat when my Instagram's back. You feel me? So when the Instagram is back, the official Tavis Hall, and y'all can give me a follow on there. Ladies, y'all not allowed to follow me though. I'm married, y'all. My Glock's in the closet, so don't. Just don't.
No.
You can talk to me on here though, and I'll be nice to you. Don't bring it to Instagram. You feel me?
Yeah. If that is all, if you don't have anything else to say, we can close this up. I can say.
Nah, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all tuning in with your boy. Y'all have a good one. Happy trading. Have a good day. I'm gonna go over here and tend to my babies.
Thank you for your time. Say hello to your babies and your wife. I'm saying hello and goodbye from the TradeLocker headquarters. See you guys. A lot of great features coming up this week and the next week. So see you.